So, a tweet by Conservative Member of Parliament Kerry-Lynne Findlay was brought up to me as problematic, and a number of Jewish organizations and individuals went off about how this was promoting or sharing anti-Semitism. She's since issued an apology, but as someone who's worked in the field and as a visible Jew, I was asked to give my take for True North, and I'm going to tell you right now why I don't think that the video and the tweet that was shared was anti-Semitic. So, here's the tweet itself. The reason why a number of people took issue with this is because it mentions George Soros, and Soros is often accused of using his money to control things politically or economically. Now, why is that bad? Well, it's bad because that's a trope that people have used against Jews for thousands of years, that they have influence or control, there's some world domination plan, these type of things. You might have heard of them before. So the question is, when you accuse one Jew of this, are you accusing him or her because they're Jewish, or are you accusing them as the actions of a human being? Are you accusing George Soros the man or George Soros the Jew? Now, if his control that you're accusing him of is being exercised because he has a lot of money, again, does he have a lot of money because he's a Jew, or does he have a lot of money because he's simply a person who happens to have a lot of money? The second issue that I have with this accusation of anti-Semitism is that the tweet that she shared was in and of itself simply a commentary of George Soros and his connections. That was not anti-Semitism, so simply talking about facts is not anti-Semitism. It's the account that she shared it from and the other sort of issues that come along with that, such as potentially offensive or hateful content from these accounts. Now, this could be problematic, you're right, if you're a government official and you're giving platform to someone who has previously expressed anti-Semitic or hateful views. Now, that would be a thing to get worked up over. But now, did this account? So you can see here, here's the tweet. There's actually two layers. There is the video originating from an account called Mayday Matrix, and the video reshared that was retweeted by this person, David, here. So the first issue is the person who shared the original video. Now that's problematic because they've posted some other anti-Semitic things or hateful things on their website, and there's definitely a lot of discussion to have about why some of the theories and things that they've posted are anti-Semitic. The second layer is the person that she shared it from. So again, David, the person that she shared it from, I actually reached out to David as part of my due diligence as a member of the media, and here at True North, we're all about doing due diligence and covering some of the stories that the mainstream media does not cover, making sure that we cover all our bases. And so I'm getting at all sides of the story, especially when I'm talking about something like anti-Semitism, which has the possibility of damaging and seriously hurting someone's reputation. So I should know for sure whether they are sharing these things and what their intention is. And now there's a difference between sharing things maliciously or sharing things ignorantly. David, after our conversation, seemed to be a patriot, not an anti-Semite. He should probably pay a bit more attention to the things that he's retweeting, because he's obviously gotten lumped in with this whole thing unintentionally. But being patriotic and supporting a Canada First agenda is not anti-Semitic, of course. Now, ultimately, we need to consider people's intentions. If we're going to make the very serious charge of anti-Semitism, especially in the climate that we live in today, you're going to need to determine whether or not the intent was malicious or ignorant. Now, if the case doesn't seem to be malicious intent, even the Jewish orgs that came up with them, I mean, they seem to have some difficulty specifying what the issue was with the tweets specifically. What was it about the George Soros tweets that was problematic? Because the criticism was about the video, but her apology, which we've got here, seemed to be about the person that she was sharing it from. So again, a bit of confusion seems to have happened there. So this seems like it was more of an opportunity to reach out for education, saying, listen, MP Findlay, what you tweeted sounds problematic, or it could definitely sound problematic to a Jewish Canadian. Now, instead of throwing around the charge of anti-Semitism, what we're going to do is see if, maybe there's some opportunity for education. Now, if there is malicious intent, obviously that's a very, very different thing. If what you've tweeted, you're saying, no, screw these Jews, they control the world and I hate them. That's obviously very, very different than what we're talking about here. And, you're just a jerk if you do that. But if it's unintentional, calling someone names like anti-Semite is not going to make them want to change their behavior or be receptive to education. And in fact, it might flip things around and cause them to become an anti-Semite because they didn't have any ill intention or malicious will to begin with. So in a nutshell, that's sort of what we can think about these videos, but I'm happy to discuss more on Twitter or in the comments. So shoot me a tweet at Sam Eskenasi. Other than that, like I said, I am Sam Eskenasi for True North. I hope you found this video educational, and you'll definitely stay tuned to more great content from True North. So again, have yourself a great evening and take care. Thank you so much.